first opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will score. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Going to return this from the 10. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
You got close on? Yeah.
Jonathan Burks. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball.
They got drinks with that?
About the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He stopped at the 11, but that is enough. A first down picked up as they are getting close.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
He'll get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. A little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. Gay to add the PAT. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Texans extend their advantage to 13-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll be brought down past the 25.
That'd have been nice to get that fucking fumble right there. Yes, bro.
What do you want?
Set to go now on
Y'all eat, I'm good.
You're not hungry?
No, I'll be fine.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass complete. Right side to Kincaid. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's going to dial up another deep ball.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
Get to him. Shit.
And he's going to be taken down short.
That's a fucking play right there, boy.
That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw.
Come on, bro.
And he will have
Come on, bro. It was My shit is on conservative, bro.
On fourth down.
All the nigga had to do was make the fucking tackle, bro.
These really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Oh man, fumble.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And the Texans will have great field position right around midfield.
You know, Mike, drastically different things.
I think I had to though.
On the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the
defensive
sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security.
Dude, that's 3 yards.
The football, we have no chance.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here we go. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Oh, it ain't even about to be that play again.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So after 13-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Oh,
I'll give on the ground. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. They'll go play action with Stroud. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up.
Might be a fumble, Fern.
Teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
I'm saying, might be a fumble.
They'll return this from the 11.
Ah, no.
And he'll work this one.
Couldn't
past
get on the right
25
nigga.
to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Nigga gotta fumble that, dog. I hope so. I don't feel like playing this shit.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they
That nigga played that bitch, boy.
Go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick
He
6.
played that bitch.
Yeah,
But
anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Our kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the...
there you go. There you go. There you go.
Teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
What is he in?
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line, enough to get the 1st down and keep it going.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud.
Come on, bro.
Good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. to throw, it's Stroud. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Boy.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nigga on that bitch the whole time, huh?
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the
Texans that's 3 points.
3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that
This
plant
might be
foot,
another one,
it's
dog.
not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Now a return coming from the 14. Oh, that's a return, but he takes
That's a boom, bro.
big
That's
shot.
a boom, boy. Boom, nigga supposed to let that shit go, bro.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that
I'm gonna hit him
caused
with
the
that fork.
interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On play action, Stroud.
Come on, bro. Why, son? Why did he throw that bitch like that, son? Like, I need to see why he threw that bitch like that, son. There was no reason for him to throw that bitch like that, son. Like, what reason was there for him to throw that bitch like that, son? Son, that's crazy, bro. That shit just blew me, son.
And become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That shit blew me, though. That fucking bad. That shit blew me, son. I think he was trying to get to the house, huh?
On the ground, they go with Brooks.
Yeah, he's just trying to get to the house.
Taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Brooks.
Come on, bro.
Brooks, 1st down and then some. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in.
That pick blew me, son. To get that nigga that shit like that, son. Nigga had no reason to throw that bitch like that, son.
Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you gotta feel like you know where the ball's gonna go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end
There's
of the first
plenty of
half.
time.
And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. Whoa. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard
Plenty
line.
of time to do what I need to do.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw. Stroud. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10.
More than enough time to do what I need to do.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Texans stretch things out even further. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13.
Come on, man.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Come on, we pick it.
1st and 10.
We picking shit. We picking shit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Boy.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to be taken down.
I'm so tired of niggas brushing off my defenders, my DNs.
So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
What's that, Lee?
In motion, Reed. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Oh, you about to kick me.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And y'all niggas gonna make this shit worse, dog. I just want the nigga to quit, son.
Consistency and pull this game out.
I just want the nigga to quit, son. Thanks, y'all.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one complete, right side. It's
Make him turn over, get a turnover.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Man, fuck it. Kick me then. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, son.
He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up.
I should have DM'd that nigga, son. Fuck.
Right, so there's really 3
I didn't want that nigga to quit, man.
Running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least certain.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This
1 or
time,
2 more drives.
because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He'll take a shot.
Shit.
And on 3rd down,
Fuck.
the ball incomplete.
Fuck.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense has to find
Nigga,
a way
he shoulda
to
threw
be
that
better
shit.
on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try it.
For real.
And that
He might have
is
had something right there.
incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On 1st and 10, here's
Come on, son.
he'll be hit.
This nigga's wide open, son. This nigga.
Will wind up incomplete. Could not step
Okay.
into the throw that time. It'll bring up
That is crazy, son. Nigga so fucking open. This nigga coming off the edge, screaming off that bitch.
Throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, my Lord. I can't audible. What is this? Oh, it's a screen. That's why.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
This is gonna be triangle.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch made there by... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
He got to concede right here.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself.
This is man.
In this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Rob it. Why Tony?
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught. And he's into the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 16 on the year. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
That nigga Lee stupid, son. Oh my God, son. Nigga said nigga wasn't talking to you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast,
see, that's what I thought.
Edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one up top for Dobbs. And the Texans are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Thank you, son. And I guess he gonna look at my squad. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I threw 12 touchdowns between this week and last week, son. And had that bitch kept going, son, that bitch would have been more, son.
But you're over here looking at me for... Hello?
I'm about to chill with Treese. She off tonight. But if it get greasy enough, I'll come in there and drop some shit up. I'm probably about to go eat and shit. Let me see what's up. I'm about to go upstairs and see what's up, though.